Hello everyone, my name is Grant Watson and this is my reflection video for the technology and entertainment and media industry website assignment. And basically, when it came down to this class, I really didn't know what to expect, more so because, I've had a lot of preconceived notions about certain courses when it comes down to Full Sail. Thought they were going to be about something in particular, but it turned out to be a completely different class than what I initially expected. Um, there are a lot of different things that I learned and a lot of things that I kind of knew, but I didn't really know. But it definitely opened my eyes to a lot of different avenues of ways to put myself out there when it comes to looking for a prospective new job or, just really showcasing my talents whenever it comes down to, in my particular degree field, which is graphic design. Um, it was a lot of, interesting things. I enjoyed looking at my classmates' videos and seeing their input on different things that they experienced whenever it came down to this class. But there are some outline questions that I wanted to go ahead and answer. One thing that I did learn that stood out to me was that in the graphic design industry, there is literally every aspect of our lives revolves around graphic design. When it comes down to the car we drive or something we watch on television, or if you're in the grocery store, the cereal box that you pick out, or the box of grits, or whatever the case may be, the items that you shop for. I mean, it's graphic design was involved in the process of making it. Things such as simple as a coaster or a greeting card or even an award. There's tons of just everything that we involve our daily lives with has something to do with graphic design. And that's something I really didn't think about at first, for the simple fact of, you don't really think about the simple things that, oh, it really took someone's time and effort to design this particular item or widget or whatever you want to call it. It took time and somebody's creative thought process to really bring that thing to the forefront. And I think that's one of the things that we as human beings, we neglect. We don't take the time to really think that, somebody's time, energy, and effort really went into making that product something that you would want to use. And that's something that I want to, try to keep in mind whenever it comes down to me and when I start really graphic designing in the future. Um, and speaking of my future, I learned that the graphic design arena is very fast paced and is ever changing. Um, it takes a very creative person, obviously, because you're an artist. Artists have to be creative. You have to have an open mind. You have to be willing to adapt, and that's something that I have to work on. For the simple fact of I don't easily adapt. At the same time, I do realize that I have to if I want to succeed in graphic design. Speaking of adapting, like recording this video, for instance, I really don't like to be on camera, but this was an assignment that we had to do, and I saw in some of the comments in everyone else's videos so far that they are feeling the same thing. They're not really comfortable in front of camera, so it's definitely taken a huge leap of faith for me um, in recording this. But I do know that when it comes down to my future, like I said, I do have to make sure that I keep up with the current trends and try to adapt to the industry changes that are going to be happening going forward. When it comes down to what I've learned and how I want to apply it to my future career and both my career at Full Sail and my professional career, I do want to make sure that this class taught me that I had to be, you know, make sure that time management was a key process that I had to implement. I'm not the best when it comes down to um, turning in assignments on time, allotting enough time to do assignments, and that's something that I'm going to have to work on in the future. But I do know that that's something that this class was teaching us, in addition to the networking and getting us to do more research on our degree. That's something that I, as a whole, I as an individual, need to incorporate into my overall career professionally and academically if I want to succeed. And it's something that I'm working on. It's something that I've always struggled with, even back when I was in high school and middle school, etc. Something that I struggle with, but I'm gonna get better with it over time. I know I will, because Full Sail has definitely taught me different things, not even just in this class, but in my previous classes as well, as scheduling enough time to do assignments, because you never know what could pop up when it comes down to it. And that's something that I would like to pass on to, future TEM students. You have to allot enough time in your day whenever you're taking a college course, especially one that's accelerated, such as this one. You have to be able to adapt to and allot time to get your assignments done, do your research, because if you don't, it's going to look rushed and it's not going to give you the best overall, opportunity to get the best grade possible. And when it comes down to that, you can also apply that to the job market. If you're in, whether you're in the graphic design degree or animation degree or one of the movie production degrees that Full Sails offers, that industry is definitely time-based. There's schedules that have to be made. You have to be at certain places at certain times. You have to have certain stages done at a certain time and turned in. It's just a lot of time-based tasks that you have to keep in mind. So with that being said, this class definitely opened my eyes to, the overall aspect of my degree program, what I can look forward to in the future if I do continue to pursue this degree and also this career field, which more than likely I definitely will be, because graphic design is something that I've always, loved to do. And I currently kind of do that technically right now in my current job, because I'm a screen printer and I design shirts and things of that nature for schools and businesses and logos and all that other stuff. So it's just something that's always interested me, and I felt that this was something that I needed to, solidify that current love of what I do when it comes down to graphic design. So this is my reflection video, and I hope I didn't bore you all with anything with what I had to say, but thank you so much for looking at it.